Welcome back here to the DreamHack Pro Circuit once more, where Team Dignitas was able to flaunt some of their experience here up against the newcomers of Team Echo Zulu. I am Wade Dreadnought Penfold, and I, in fact, will be your host here for the DreamHack Leipzig. And up at the desk with me, as always, we got some cool, calm, and collected boys here between Gibbs and Achieves. Guys, what were some of your closing thoughts here over the last series between Dig and Team Echo Zulu?
I just want to give credit to Echo Zulu for the past 2 days, you know, just really showing up and showing why DreamHack. It's so much fun to have an open sign up and get these teams out here. They didn't show up necessarily today, but that's also because they're playing a clinical team like Dignitas who look clean.
But they beat a bunch of people, obviously. You know, Triple Trouble, I mean, Ghost played well versus Vitality, played well versus PSG. It's like they had one heck of a run, and it was great to have you out here. Would love to see you guys again, and please play the Rival Series qualifiers and make it, because I need more Taz maniac.
There's no such thing as enough Taz. Like, it's just, there is no such thing as too much of him there. It's a great time. But now we got to consider what is going into our next matchup, because it is a classic one of North America. Cloud9 up against NRG, all the way back, you know, to when Cloud9 kind of sputted out of North America and finding a way to get an upset there at the North American Regional.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of came out of nowhere. And since they've picked up Justin, like, wait, let's just do a history lesson. Let's do a history lesson.
Give me it.
All right. So they've met 9 times since they picked up Justin. And total overall, 5-4 in favor of NRG. 2-1 in live events, 3-3. So RLC's in Season 5. Went NRG's way. You get into Gnarly 2 regionals, still NRG's way. You go to the Climb, then Cloud9 starts to take it back. You go into the live, Gnarly 2. That also goes NRG's way. It's like, wow, NRG's taking it to Cloud9. All right, good. But then you go to the Rival Summer Open. RLC as Season 6 starts. Cloud9 start battling back. It's like, this has been so back and forth.
Yeah.
Then it goes to the lower bracket grand finals in Season 6, and Cloud9 knocks out NRG. It's like, well, I don't know who's going to win anymore. I don't know.
And that was a grueling one, too. It was Game 5 overtime where Garrett G barely misses a shot. And honestly, that was a $190,000 difference between Cloud9 and NRG for that tournament. So, like, if one play goes differently, we might be talking about NRG, one of the greatest teams ever. And if they win that World Championship, who knows? Maybe they make that same run as Cloud9.
The best part, though, 1 month later, 190,000 goal difference, NRG beats Cloud9 one more time in E-League. It's like, well, all right, fine. I don't know.
We've seen it go back and forth here, but we're going to see if we can kind of push it over in favor of one of these two teams, as we are going to head down to the stage here, taking a closer look at your reigning world champions here, Cloud9 in the blue.
And Cloud9 did not have a good day. I have to say that. Day number 2, they looked very, very shaky, and that's why they're playing a tough opponent like NRG when we're in the quarterfinals, and we're only going to have one North American team left. They have to fix their issues that they had yesterday.
To be completely fair, I mean, in the interview yesterday with Cloud9, when they had one of their wins, they're like, you know, we want to play NRG. They like playing NRG because, you know, they know NRG's a solid team, and they know, like, if they plan on trying to win this tournament, they got to come in hot. And NRG is absolutely a team that will force them to play well.
But the one disappointing thing probably for Cloud9 is, like, they probably would rather play them in the semis or the finals because, like, these guys are scrim partners and friends as well, so they're kind of rooting for each other, and now we're only going to have one North American team left in the top 4. Big shoes to fill for either one of these to try and make a run.
And talking about top 4s, I mean, that's where Cloud9 finds themselves over and over again. And this is, you know, if they go down here to NRG, that is them walking out of this tournament. So it is a very tense matchup here for both of these teams. But now we got to glance over to the team looking to, you know, break that stride of that top 4 placement. It's NRG.
And they are 4-0, the only other undefeated with Dignitas so far, and they've had their... Like, they've had trouble, for sure. They played Tainted Minds. They were down 2-0. They had to reverse sweep. They even had trouble off-stream versus some of the lower-end teams. But they look clean at the end of the day yesterday, which is probably the most important for momentum coming in here.
That is the most important thing for me, because NRG, unfortunately, have had a couple of slow starts in the games that we've seen them play on the stage. But like you said, by the end of the series, they'd figured it out, and they were starting to put people down.
And they want to take out everyone in NA teams. That they took out G2. Now they're trying to take out Cloud9 and be the best team again, you know, because everyone's talking about Cloud9 all the time here and there. But NRG,
yes, you are.
They haven't won a title in so long.
2017.
It's been X Games all the way back in 2017. They made the grand finals of WSOE. And then, in the words of Chiefs, they choked.
Dude, the crossbar gave them the biggest get out of here I've ever seen in my life. So NRG, I want to see them not replicate that. I want to see them still play like that solid, yes, that's the team that's going to win.
I would like to see it here too, because you know that crossbar problems, you know, are not ever good to be able to have on your roster here. And before we get into a couple of the predictions here, you know, there was a bit of kind of social media kind of floundering around a little bit that I think that we needed to take a closer glance at a little bit.
You look great.
Thank you. I mean, I try.
Oh, look at that, coming out from Garrett G himself.
You look great. You got such sad eyes.
You can't really see my beautiful blues there, but you know, they're in that picture somewhere. Thank you so much, Garrett G. I'm going to spell your name from now on with one R and one T because Garrett, that's messed up, man. I'm a big NRG fanboy, but you know, hey, Cloud9 has had your number recently, so that's all I'm saying.
You look like a Van Gogh picture that should be named sad commentator or something. Now that one,
at least it wasn't the worst tweet I got all weekend. All right, we've had some other ones.
What I will say is, you say recently, but the last 2 times they've met, NRG's won.
The last one time.
Well,
no, because RLC is season 6. No, I'm forgetting season 6 land. You know, I gotta hold that L. That's fair.
It's close though. It's close.
I'm gonna force you guys to come up with an answer here. We got to look into the predictions here. The classic North American matchup this time achieves who will walk away with it.
So we always say Cloud9 perennial top 4, and every streak comes to an end. You know, we were thinking Dignitas is gonna win everything forever, but no, nobody can make top 4 all the time. NRG, now's your time. Do it. I said you're my favorite to win, and I know you can beat Cloud9 because I've seen you do it. Do it.
I don't know. I think Garrett G's been working too much on Photoshop and not so much in the game. So I'm going Cloud9 here.
I think it's a fair and a safe bet there. But you know, something inside of me here, based on the performance we've got from NRG, I think I sit on their side. I do agree with you, Achieve, that somewhere, at some point, a streak has to come to an end, much like we have seen there out from Dignitas as of late. We'll go ahead and see if, you know, the rest of the world agrees with us here as we check in with those numbers.
They know.
NRG dominating there in those stats.
I think that they're just salty that Cloud9 won the World Championship, all these European fans. I think that's what that's about. Pretty sure.
Pretty sure it probably is. Yeah, you know, and understandably so. But talking about some of the European factor here, we're going to go ahead and dabble with our commentary crew here. As actually, we swapped them. No, we're sticking back to North America. I take it back here. I'm sorry, wrong side of the pond, boys.
Shogun and Johnny, but come on, Dreadnought.
Yeah, we got an all-NA matchup right here. We might as well bring out the NA crew, right?
Yeah, come on. The North American Classic. It's a shame that this is in the quarterfinals, though. I mean, let's be honest. This is something we absolutely would want to see in the semifinals. But NRG versus Cloud9. NRG's been here before against Cloud9. You guys have said it. You guys have said it all on the desk. It's hard to pick this 5-4 off the 9 matchups.
Absolutely, but this is going to be a fun one to watch. You know, anytime you have players this good on the field, they're going to put on a show. It's a shame somebody has to go home, but that's just the way it works.
Well, guys, we'll see who can kind of tip the scales here in their favor. Go ahead and take it away.
And James, I don't really know what exactly is going to happen. Cloud9, they tend to wane sometimes in these weekend events where they'll just have a bad day early in the event, and then the last day they always show up. So it's so hard to bet against a team like Cloud9 when you know they'll bring it when it matters.
I mean, we've seen them be hot and cold. We've seen the crazy plays that Squishy and Gimmick can make on the offensive side of the ball. Torment, a brick wall on defense, denying things, also getting involved in the offense when he's needed to. But NRG has been hot. You know, they made it to the World Championship in London. They made it to the finals at WSOE. Really the big thing for them is they haven't been able to just cap it off and crown off that championship victory. Cloud9, they've done it before. They've done it recently. They also got to the grand finals at E-League. So these are 2 highly skilled North American teams, but this is where one of their journeys will end.
And so, game number 1 going to get underway in this quarterfinals matchup, our third of day number 3. Who will move on to the semifinals on the trip to the DreamHack Leipzig Championship? Off the kickoff, we start off Cloud9 trying to get things started in the orange half here. A good challenge right in front of the box. Justin has the clear and a good pass to Garrett into the net. NRG on the board first.
Just a boomer from midfield. Fireburner with a challenge there. It was a precarious spot, but a perfect pass from Justin. And Garrett just hits a laser beam across the entire field, and NRG getting on the board early.
That's exactly what you want to do against Cloud9. You want to be quick on the transition with a pass like that and force Cloud9 back quickly. As Cloud9, they like to play fast. They like to break out of midfield quickly and try to beat you with speed. And you want to try to make that their enemy, and NRG did on that play there.
Absolutely. NRG can be so deadly, especially Justin. The outlet pass to Garrett on that play. And you know, you've got two players on both teams. Squishy Muffins, known for his insane shots. Same for Justin. So we'll see if this turns into a slugfest. Now Fire with a chance to dribble. Gets a good flick over to Justin. That play broken up in the demo from Torment. That's going to slow down the attack.
Yeah, great demo, and Gimmick immediately takes over, looking for the pass up to Squishy. 1-to-1, Cloud9 tied up.
And that demo from Torment starting this entire play. He takes out a defender, gives Gimmick space, and then Squishy comes blazing in. And also, I just noticed Gimmick is down there playing in an Octane. Normally, we see him in a Dominus, and when you're playing with the Dominus, usually that thin car allows you to get a lot of different pops, different shots and hits. And so it's strange to see Gimmick making that change at this point.
Squishy midfield. A good challenge by Justin. Fireburner immediately up for that and dumps it down into the net. Fireburner flash.
Don't fix what's not broken. That's what Fireburner's telling Gimmick. Rocking the Dominus here, going for this double tap. Gimmick. And you know, that was a very difficult double tap because that wasn't straight off the wall. That actually hit the crossbar and bounced down. So had that been on target, Gimmick certainly would have saved it. Had that bounced straight off the backboard, Fireburner wouldn't have read it right. So that read on the bounce down off the crossbar, a great play from Fire.
They've been so quick. You feel like, okay, they just got the ball, and all of a sudden, it's a quick pass, and Fireburner was just ready for it. Off the quick pass, there's just solid play from NRG. Cloud9 putting something together here in front of the box, and a nice challenge by Justin to try to put it away still. Torment hunting for it, and talk about Torment sometimes getting involved in the offense. You feel like to beat NRG, Torment's going to need to be picked up in this offense.
Absolutely, and Torment, we saw him start that play with the demo. So, and he also can be a lethal shooter. Now a chance for Gimmick to take a shot. A mind game around one. Pass it into the middle, and Squishy will get challenged. But you're right, Jorby, you have to keep your eye on Torment. We've seen him doing those flip reset shots himself, going for crazy shots. He's got that ability. You can never count him out.
I like the play from Cloud9 there to try to give it back to Torment, but a solid challenge in midfield. NRG take it right back. The shot blocked there by Gimmick still. Tons of space here for Justin. He's got a lot of options to choose. Instead, ball got away from him a little bit, ended up throwing it right into Cloud9, and they're able to get it back to midfield.
That was an excellent defensive play from Gimmick. Torment needed to get that ball more into the corner. He accidentally hit that far too much into the mid, but Gimmick was there to bail him out. Cloud9 still within one.
Love the aggression out of NRG here, just kind of pressing on Cloud9 as they were dilly-dallying laterally there for a second. NRG will not give them that amount of time. But Cloud9 finally were able to clear it back, and not going that way for Cloud9. Gimmick able to get it back over. Just missing the touch there, and Cloud9 Torment will have a little bit of time to work with. Fireburner getting up there quickly. And another quick challenge by NRG, still keeping up with the aggressive play, but Cloud9 have thwarted every assault there. Gimmick punching it over to Torment, just missing. Squishy come in and follow it up. No good there for Cloud9.
Now Cloud9 coming away empty-handed, but I really like the first touch from Gimmick, the control there. Almost getting Cloud9 that goal. Squishy was just a little late to that ball, but still Cloud9 almost making it happen.
Gimmick hopping up for another save. Torment gonna make it work with little boost back over to Squishy. Another good challenge by Fireburner. Allows Justin to move down the field again here for NRG. We're hanging on to this lead. Cloud9 have only been able to be quick on the transition, which is something they've always been super good at. You see right here on the transition, but a nice touch from Justin to get it out to the corner.
That demo could open up a chance as well. 3v1 for a short time. Torment gonna find the back of the net. Cloud9 tie it up.
Just like you said, that quick transition set it all up. Torment, plenty of time here in the corner. Just a quick dump to Squishy, and he's already in position for the shot. So it's pretty much an easy call for him to put it right into the net to tie the game.
And we've seen now a demo's come into play for both goals for Cloud9. That physicality paying dividends. Now just 1 minute left in game one. This has been neck and neck.
Garrett able to get by one. And this is probably how the entire series is going to go. It's going to be 2-2, 1-1. Tie game back and forth the whole way. Another good challenge by Justin as well. And see NRG starting to lock down the midfield here. Fireburner, he's able to find a touch, but Squishy right in front of it. No boost and a good bump to get him out of the way.
I love that bump. Didn't even see it coming, completely taking him out of the play.
Now low boost for Torment here. We'll see if NRG can start an attack.
Torment able to pick it right over to Squishy, but couldn't connect with it. Still Gimmick flying in with no boost, able to make that first challenge. Now just trying to get in front of the ball, but Torment was a little too far up. NRG gonna carry it the other way. Justin blocked here by Torment. Another challenge by Garrett G. No one from NRG available. We got overtime.
Overtime in game 1. This is a best of 5. Every game's so important. Once you get to the next stage, we'll start the best of 7s. But here, now, 1 goal. Gonna be the difference in game number 1.
Justin almost getting that touch there from Squishy, but Squishy able to get past 2 NRG players. Torment was forced back. Garrett G gets the goal. Caught Cloud9 too far up, and they take game 1.
Squishy trying to get it clear. And you saw Torment cheating up. He didn't realize Garrett was gonna be right there to take the long shot. Garrett e-braking around. And that ball just floating right to him, completely catching Torment off guard. And NRG will take game 1.
I mean, there was so many good things on both sides of the pitch here, and even at the shots, 10 shots for Cloud9 and 9 for NRG. That's how close this game was in terms of offensive output. And even still, Cloud9's transition game, so good. NRG are just matching them pace for pace, though. The very first goal of the game was a transition pass for Garrett G to get their first goal, which we won't see, but this next one here for Cloud9 to tie it up was also a nice one.
Yeah, but a good center ball. You see that a lot out of Cloud9 with where Squishy's waiting in the middle. And, you know, it didn't, you know, they struggled at times, but this shot there, that was an incredible play from Fireburner. I love seeing him make that read off the crossbar. And then again, Demos coming into play. Torment, a lovely little touch. That's also a touch from Squishy, faking out the defender completely, and then a perfect shot from Torment. But ultimately, that overtime shot from Garrett, you know, that was the difference. This was very close. It felt, you know, watching that series, I did feel like Justin at times was struggling to find his spot in the offense a little bit. And then also for Cloud9, they were very narrowly missing. Usually they can be so accurate on those high-speed passing plays, but a couple times, Squishy and Torment weren't able to connect and find those accurate shots like they had in the past. But still, these teams getting into the groove, a close game 1, and I expect a close game 2.
And game 2 getting underway just shortly, and I really liked what I saw from Fireburner in the first game. He, despite also including his incredible shot that he had, so many great challenges and blocks to prevent Cloud9 from moving forward. If he keeps doing that, really kind of making up for Justin's lack of offense in game number 1, NRG is going to be a tough out. And a good demo, Fireburner getting that net open, and it's blocked, knocked away.
Justin was just a split second late there, going for that dunk. If he got a piece of it whatsoever, that was going to launch right into the net. And now a demo from Gimmick. Squishy up to now get that ball back over to Gimmick so they can start this counterattack.
And Garrett G just expecting that the whole way. He was already halfway up the ramp, waiting for that hit high on the backboard. Garrett now off the backboard to Fireburner, looking for Justin. He was able to find him, but NRG not gonna be able to do much on that one. And it's an easy clear here for Gimmick.
And now nobody in net because Justin was low on boost. Torment almost getting the read. He was also on empty. That was a dangerous moment for NRG. Still gonna be dangerous. Gimmick hitting that off the backboard, but Squishy too far out, but he gets the ball close to the net. Gimmick's gonna finish it off. Overwhelming pressure from Cloud9, and they strike first in game 2.
Yeah, you're not gonna see it in the replay, but this whole play starts with Gimmick winning that challenge up high in the attacking third. That set the entire play up. Everybody on NRG was nowhere close to the net, and all it took was one solid pass to Gimmick. That's what they got. Cloud9 on the board first, and maybe another one quickly, but it's blocked by Fireburner. But shot comes in from Squishy off the whiff from NRG.
Yeah, this one, right off kickoff, it was a scary spot. Fireburner getting a piece of it was key, but it just launches off the side of the wall, forcing Justin to have to go for it. He couldn't make the read, and now Cloud9 quickly up 2-0.
So Cloud9, it's exactly the way you want to respond. And after the back and forth that you went with an NRG in game number 1, getting an insurance goal is huge in this matchup. Now NRG trying for a quick response. In game number 1, James, NRG were playing super aggressive, getting in Cloud9's face, making challenges, any challenge they could make in the attacking third, but they're not able to find the ball at all and can't save either. Torment putting it up top. Cloud9 striking early and often.
And physicality coming out yet again. You see Squishy with the interference play in front of net, getting a piece of Justin. Justin still was able to graze that ball, but it wasn't enough to save it. Cloud9, less than 2 minutes into game 2, already racking up 3 goals. It's looking grim for NRG.
On Fireburner, he's got to try to get by Squishy. Tall order. Gimmick. Able to find Squishy in space, but Cloud9 weren't able to do much with it. Again, Justin really tried to speed that one through.
More bumps from Squishy. Squishy has just been ruthless going after these NRG defenders. But a miss there. This could be a chance for Justin. Torment getting there now. Gimmick. Good first touch. Second one sends it deep into the NRG zone before a long booming clear from Justin. Torment had to race back to deny the backboard.
Justin's there ready for it. Fireburner wanted to go up for it. Actually, Torment thought he was going and it forced him up on the play. Cloud9 able to clear it anyway, but still NRG, right idea. They're able to clear this one. They got to move downfield or Cloud9 might get a fourth. That shot blocked by Fireburner.
Well positioned by Fireburner. And Garrett with a good control on his first touch, but Squishy's going to send it right back. NRG have been playing defense a majority of this game. They're going to have to continue as Squishy almost bounces one in past Fire.
Yeah, Squishy a little bit more power. It might have gone in. That's off the post and in for Garrett G. Right off the bat. Finally, NRG get on the board.
And Garrett off the Justin pass yet again. A 1-2 passing play from deep in their own half. Justin finding Garrett. That outlet pass can be so deadly. Garrett G and Justin showing us why.
Yeah, it definitely looked very similar to the game 1 pass that they had. Their second from in front of their own box that they score on. And NRG off the kickoff have quick offensive opportunity. Garrett G was looking for somebody on the play, but no one on NRG was able to get to it. Now Cloud9 have free space here in midfield. Both Justin and Fireburner were back.
And I love what Torment did there. He had no boost, but he was letting his teammates know. However, him attempting that ceiling shot, NRG didn't know he had nothing in the tank, so they had to stay grounded, and Torment let Gimmick come in and take a shot. So a smart play from Torment and Cloud9 right there, as they burn more time off the clock.
NRG looked like they've got both midfield boosts right there. Still, they can't find control of this ball. Cloud9 pumped it right back into the orange half again. And you saw the bump there. Again in midfield, Cloud9 have been consistently getting those. And just those little chips can throw a rotation slightly out of whack. And it can be the difference between having the ball and not. A minute left, still down by 2, NRG. Only going laterally here in midfield, and Cloud9 are just smacking everything they're giving them.
And Cloud9 with pressure there, Torment just missing narrowly. NRG staying alive, and now a win from Justin. Torment last back. Fire's gonna go for the backward pass. Gimmick's gonna be a little late to it. Chance for NRG, but no one's there. Now counterattack. Squishy is just gonna send that off into the corner to take more time off the clock. But Justin, he's got some aerial ability.
Oh, Justin, you thought maybe. He's done it time and again against every single team. He's so good at carrying the ball, keeping the ball close to him. Wasn't able to capitalize there. Got a little too far away from him. And well defended by Cloud9, but again against the back wall. Garrett G easily clears it, but Cloud9, you're just playing for time, up by 2 with this amount of time left. Just playing with house money in game number 2. Cloud9 gonna tie the series up, and that'll do it as we head to game 3.
Cloud9 taking game 2, tying up the series at 1 apiece. It was neck and neck game 1, but game 2 was all Cloud9. Those 2 early goals, that just set the pace for the game for Cloud9. NRG getting 1 on the board, but Cloud9 ultimately closing out the series comfortably.
Again, for Torment really did well there in game number 2. A couple of times you had mentioned Torment in the game, James, and especially on his own defensive third, just making some great touches. And really the only mistake from Cloud9 was you allowed the transition goal from NRG off of a sick pass from Justin. But in the first 3 goals of the game in the first 2 minutes, really, it's so hard to come back from that against a team like Cloud9. And even with a challenge like that just from Torment, Justin, that's a tough read to make for anybody.
It came out off the challenge so quick. That's a nightmare kickoff. If you're NRG, that's the one thing you don't want to see happen on a kickoff. And, you know, it's tough to recover from. The game previous, you know, you went into overtime, it was a battle, and then giving up a kickoff goal in a series like this with 2 evenly matched teams, that can be so devastating. And NRG, they just couldn't recover from it.
I want to see that game 1 NRG where they were taking those risks in the attacking third and they were finding those challenges. Fireburner, especially in that game, was able to make some crucial challenges, allowed Garrett G and Justin to open things up in front of the net. But Cloud9, can they continue here and get this next game? This is such a tough matchup.
And you know, NRG fans are waiting for Justin to start showing us the magic that he has.
Gonna start things off here with Justin. He went for the read onto Squishy, but Squishy through the whole way was able to easily get under Justin on the play. But just feeling out here off the kickoff. And Torment gets a great challenge on the attacking third, high off the backboard. Plenty for Squishy to get up. Gimmick couldn't get the read. It bounced down off the post. That's a tough one if you're Gimmick.
Absolutely. He was going for a backboard read, but it hit the corner where the crossbar meets the post. Now another chance off the backboard, but Garrett gonna prevent any shots from coming in, at least for the time being. Squishy up in the air. And now Gimmick having his chance out of boost, gets a piece of it.
Gimmick has beat NRG to every single punch in their own half onto the ball. He's just been so quick to everything. NRG are slow right now in their own defensive half. And another shot blocked by Fireburner, cleared away by Garrett G.
Not the greatest shot from Torment. He hit right where Fireburner was defending. And Fireburner not gonna miss those. Keeping the scoreline even, but still Cloud9 with the majority of the pressure before Justin comes in and gets the demo. Chance for Torment. But again, shut down by Justin.
Yeah, nice block by Justin, and then immediately ends up dumping it down to Squishy. Garrett G was able to get a quick follow-up, but Gimmick going the other way, pops it over off the crossbar, and able to get there in time as Justin, but he can't beat Squishy to the ball. Cloud9 keeping it locked down from midfield onward here in the orange half. It's not over. Gimmick wins another challenge here, popped up high. Squishy can't get there in time. A nice clear by Fireburner, and he comes straight down to get it back to Cloud9.
That was a treacherous position there for NRG. Cloud9 taking shot after shot. Gimmick with a beautiful first touch, almost putting a shot in the back of the net and forcing that good rebound opportunity. But Cloud9 still walking away with nothing as NRG bend but don't break.
On fire. Almost got something set up there. But again, NRG playing very safe on the midfield line. A couple of times Fireburner had a read off the backboard or decided to shoot it off the backboard, maybe hoping someone would come and follow it up, but no one on NRG willing to commit to the play. And halfway through, there hasn't been a ton of output of offense. A couple of solid chances for both squads so far. NRG hunting here, but Gimmick again gets by them, who just seems to be the challenge champion in game number 3. On fire, picking up the midfield boost as well on his way towards the box. And Garrett G working laterally here. Can they do something here? Gimmick, he just stays with the ball. NRG, you know, it's very reminiscent of watching Echo Zulu against Dignitas, where, you know, Violent Panda had everything shut down. Feels the same here for NRG against Cloud9.
Don't commit though.
And Torment hit right into him. A good save.
This is a numbers advantage for a short time. Gimmick had to get rid of it before that demo coming in. And a good mind game there by Garrett, going for a dunk, and he does it! Garrett G dunking it in for the lead.
Beautiful play by Garrett G. He knows he's got one man to beat. He goes for the hit on the defender, and he gets it. He dunks him, and NRG score first.
Talk about getting posterized there. Garrett knew exactly what he wanted to do. That slight touch, putting the defender in a position where he has to go for a predictable hit, and Garrett reads him like a book.
A good finish for NRG. They needed that with the amount of pressure they were putting on Cloud9 to finally have someone punch through. A breath of relief. Justin can't get back to it. And NRG now playing Up, they found that boost, and they find the confidence alongside it. Justin, a great challenge. Garrett G ends up muscling his way through to the other corner. But Cloud9 and Gimmick trying to move downfield, but these long clears not gonna do it. Down one with less than a minute left.
And that demo from Fireburner, or on Fireburner from Gimmick, gonna slow down the attack. Good bounce here for Cloud9. Gimmick, that was a little slow to it.
Oh. Wasn't able to find the touch in midfield either. Allowed Justin to get this easy shot, and it's 2-0 for NRG. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, this is a situation where Justin, you know, they might have thought he was going to go for the center, and he just goes for the shot. It was a tough angle being all the way in the corner like that, but Justin executes wonderfully, and with less than a minute left on the clock, NRG on the verge of shutting out Cloud9 in Game 3.
And again, Cloud9, for the first half of this game, they were putting on some pressure, and then when NRG finally started bringing it, they were putting on an impressive defensive performance. But eventually, James, the egg cracks when you smack it enough, and NRG finally broke through, and it's been their game here in this member on game number 3, and they still continue here. Fireburner hunts it down to the back wall, and a quick challenge again. Gimmick, all he can do is pop it in the air as time expires to 0. And NRG, they fight right back and take this to match point.
Absolutely wonderful performance from NRG in Game 3. It was a very defensive game for most of what we saw, but Garrett G, that was the goal from him, that was the start of the success for NRG. A beautiful win from him at midfield. He's in a 1v1 situation with the goaltender, and then he just, you know, when you're in that position, there's so many options. You can go for a flick, you can go for the backboard pass to your teammate, try to draw the defender out, but Garrett G decided to go for the dunk, and he executed it perfectly.
NRG in general in that game had executed on the offensive half of the field so well. So many times Cloud9 would try to boom the ball down the field. Gimmick, as many challenges as he won, not much else happened after that, and they weren't able to follow up on those plays, and they weren't able to break out at all. NRG took advantage of that, and this play right here, it's a great shot from Justin. What an angle.
Yeah, you saw Torment cheating up towards the middle because he thought that Justin was going to go for the center ball, because that is such a difficult angle to go for, and you even saw Justin delay where he was going to, or delay moving his car towards shooting towards net, because he was telegraphing the pass to the mid, went for the shot. It was a great play by Justin, a heads up play. You love to see players pulling off shots like that in this high pressure situation, because there's no more lives. This is lose, you go home.
For Cloud9, for sure. 2-1 in NRG's favor. They get one more, and they move on to the semifinals here at DreamHack Leipzig. Cloud9 looking for a game 5. Gimmick trying to get back to Torment. It was a little awkward there for a second, but they do break out eventually, and Squishy able to follow it out.
And Torment also got bumped right back down field. And now a shot that's gonna find its way into the net. Gimmick, a slow roller, but it's enough.
It's such an awkward play. Gimmick gets the bump on Garrett G, which messes his challenge up completely. It takes him out of the play, allows Gimmick to move forward on it, and that's why it felt so awkward, just because he got the boost and then the bump, and it just set that whole play up. And so Cloud9, you know, very yin and yang these games. Cloud9 dominate one game, NRG dominate another game, and game 1 was the only game that felt that it was really
But a response right now from Garrett G as he knocks in the equalizer. And you see Justin actually threw himself into reverse. How many times are we gonna see this deadly combo of Justin finding Garrett on the outlet pass and Garrett scoring from downtown?
It's the 3rd time they've done it. They're able to tie it here, but you don't think they can rely on it, but when it works this consistently, you gotta think maybe you keep trying for it. Fireburner up high against the back.
And that looked like Cloud9 might have even attempted the fake kickoff there. Ooh. Now Torment taking his time, out of boost. Fireburner wasn't able to get the hit to lead the counterattack, but Justin has been very solid in the back, playing defense, starting counterattacks. We know he has the ability to go for these crazy shots. We saw him get one from the corner last game, but
he has just been playing relatively solid throughout this whole series.
Oh, immediately up for that and a good touch. Still, they need another clear. Gimmick was able to beat him to the ball. A shot open for Torment. He scores Cloud9 in the lead.
And this one, a little bit of a hiccup on the NRG defense. Fireburner accidentally feels backflipping right there, and he wasn't able to recover in time. And Cloud9, they're getting the lead right back, looking to tie up the series at 2 games apiece.
Again, for NRG, they push forward on this kickoff. Gimmick just controlling the ball well. And able to generate some opportunities here for Cloud9. Here's Squishy. He's going to carry it through himself. Tries to muscle his way through. He gets a demo in the process, but NRG cleared out for now. Justin up high, but it's only right back to Gimmick. Saw Fireburner hunting on the line, and NRG, they haven't gone for a lot of those on the line demos, but you feel like they might have to start with the goaltending that has come out for C9 so far.
I mean, when Cloud9 won their only game of the series, demos and bumps, that was a key play. And now, chance for NRG, but Fireburner couldn't read the double tap. Chance for Justin, however, and that's going to be a weak hit, easily hit aside by Gimmick. But you're right, Jorby, demos, bumps, if you use them right, they can be the key to victory.
Yeah, it's just worked for Cloud9, so NRG maybe throw that into the arsenal on your way out. Can't get a boost, get a demo. Halfway through, still fighting in midfield, another good challenge. Fireburner, he's got Garrett G on the wing, but there to cut it off.
Yeah, that was well read by Squishy. He saw that pass coming from a mile away. He wasn't going to let that shot come in.
Fire. And a nice carry by Fire. Justin right with him.
But now with Justin and Fire both so close to each other, so far up the field, Garrett had to delay his attack, but it almost worked out for him.
But still, it just hasn't been that consistent pressure onto the net for Cloud9. Even that bounce straight down the crossbar, no one available on NRG, and that's what we saw in game number 2, where Cloud9, you felt like they were dominant on the pitch. NRG were scared to commit a lot of these times, and whether it's a lack of boosts or just respecting Cloud9's ability to play it off the backboard or play the rebound, NRG were able to put together these passes here on the attacking third, but they got to get this shot on net, playing it slow. Garrett G trying to change things up here. Still Cloud9 holding on. Right back over. A nice pass back to Fireburner and a bump in the net. The shot's in for Garrett G. NRG tie it up.
We were just talking about the deadliness of bumps and demos, and look what happens. Fireburner on the prowl, coming off the wall, just deleting the Cloud9 goalkeeper, and NRG ties it up.
It's exactly what it took, James, and
he, just seconds before, too, he had also gone for a bump. We didn't call it out, but Fireburner starting to get aggressive, starting to get physical, and it paid right there for NRG.
Fire. Well, back over to Justin. The Cloud9 net is available here. Only one man is back to make a play, but Garrett G caught out of sorts on the play. Wasn't back to him, maybe expecting Justin to get it back. And Cloud9, now they're forced back again. Is a nice high pass from Garrett G to Justin. Forces them back to at least midfield. Still Gimmick is able to get by him again, and it's a long, booming clear here for Garrett G. You see more bumps coming out from NRG there. That shot blocked, but Justin on his way out, he found a good bump to take one of the C9 players out of the way, and NRG, they've taken control because of that bump now. That shot just wide.
Torment, that was key that he got that hit. Squishy was in a tough spot there with Garrett G putting a shot on almost on target, forcing Squishy to come out to attempt the save. Wasn't able to make it, but Torment bailed him out.
Again, this is do or die for Cloud9 right now. They cannot lose this game. This is just a fight for game number 5. Another pass blocked high by Gimmick. Fireburner keeping this up. Garrett G was waiting, but
not the greatest hit.
Knew Squishy was there. Torment able to clear it down. Maybe let this kill for overtime. Fireburner wants to play ball. Justin up for this, was expecting a hit. Fireburner playing it down. We got overtime.
And now NRG just one goal away from knocking Cloud9 out of the tournament and booking their spot in the semifinal.
Nice touch off the back wall there by NRG. Away from C9, and now
Well, this could be it.
A good demo. Justin, he pops it up high. That's a chance for Justin. He wasn't able to do it. He had low boost, tough call to answer. NRG weren't able to capitalize.
But Justin now getting denied the backboard from Squishy, but Fireburner keeping the attack on for NRG. NRG, they're ready to finish this one off the backboard. Gimmick bailing them out.
Oh, such good backboard defense by Cloud9 right now, but Fireburner just comes right in there trying to make a challenge. A demo on the back end by Squishy. Justin makes an incredible touch to get it out to the side. The demo as well, but Fireburner's available to play it out to the side. Cloud9 just messing chaos with these rotations on NRG. Still threatening from the corner, but NRG are holding on and trying to get up for this. Fireburner gets a great clear down to Garrett G. Torment racing. It was wide anyway, and trying to harass this Cloud9 defense. Justin squares up, Gimmick gets the clear, racing back, Gimmick shot blocked before it could materialize and out to the side. Cloud9 can't do it.
Oh, and Gimmick got the boost stolen from Justin right there. He'll have to retreat, and Justin's going to be able to get the clear. Going for the game winner himself.
Oh my goodness, he does it all the time. You just feel like it might go into the net. Garrett G! Can he do it? He does! NRG move to the semifinals!
Oh my, Garrett finishing this one off by himself. Squishy gets the block, but Garrett G powers through, gets the dunk, and then finishes off the play. NRG 3-1 over Cloud9. What a series, what a finish.
Cloud9 started this out super well, great challenges, and played super aggressive. And then you saw at the beginning of the game, how did they bounce back with that outlet pass? That's where it all started for NRG coming back into this game, and then they got physical. The physical game was the X factor for NRG in game number 4, and it won them the series.
Yeah, Fireburner, he's known for his demos. He's been, ever since the beginning of Rocket League, back on Kings of Urban, physical plays was something not foreign to Fireburner, and he brought it to this final game of the series, making that bump play, getting that goal. But Garrett, he was phenomenal. That was a hat trick for him to finish off the series. Just individual effort. That's something that NRG's done so much in the past. You know, they've struggled at times because sometimes they rely too much on the individual skill, but it paid for them right now. Garrett G, in this huge moment, overtime, chance to close it out. He did exactly that, and NRG, they're going to the semis.
And they'll be playing the winner of whoever wins between Vitality and Flipside, and what a matchup that's going to be. But the desk, guys, take it away.
Cloud9 has a legacy of placing in top 4 is what the title was for the longest time here, but NRG having something else to say about it here today.
One of the greatest accomplishments was Cloud9, 9 in a row top 4s, and NRG, it's the top 2 of NA, right? It had to be one of the guys from NA to break that streak. Cloud9 goes out, hats off to them, a great tournament, but NRG still undefeated, 5-0 now going to the semifinals.
And the head-to-head goes to 6-4 now for NRG as well, but in that game number 4, yes, Cloud9 scored 2 goals. I don't even remember them, to be totally honest. It felt like NRG sitting there in the midfield, Justin buying time all day long, Garrett G and Fireburner. You saw all the good things that you love about NRG in this series. You saw Fireburner opening doors, Garrett G making big solo plays to make big game-changing, series-changing outcomes happen. And then Justin, of course, he's damage control all day. He's just like, look, you guys need some time, I'll buy it. I'm not going to lose the ball. And then Cloud9's just like, we can't get by him. And then they lose.
Well, lucky for us, we got him here up at the stage with us. It is Justin joining in on the ranks of the desk here. Justin, congratulations on the victory. And I've just got to ask, how did that series feel here for you? Because it was very back and forth there for a bit.
Very nerve-wracking.
Okay.
Spooked. A bit lost in the sauce, but turned out well.
You got one more?
What's up?
You got one more?
One more analogy? No.
Nope.
Okay.
So, what was it like on defense when Cloud9 is trying to pressure you so much and you're just feeding the ball to Garrett and he's hitting those boomers all the way across the field 3 times in that series? Did you think Cloud9 would kind of get more passive on defense after that? But it didn't seem like that was the case.
I could tell the last game they were definitely being more passive. Squishy was catching the ball on the wall, so we just tried to keep it close. Garrett, he's really nuts. I'm the playmaker here, I guess. Like you said, damage control.
Yeah,
it's me.
So then, of course, looking ahead, do you want the rematch versus Flipside, or would you rather play Vitality?
I want to play Scrub.
Yeah, okay. Why? Just why?
we're both young.
All right,
He's 15,
all right,
I'm
all right.
16. Let's go.
Putting the youthful prodigies up against one another. It would be something I'm looking forward to. Any last questions here from you guys?
Are you guys? All right. So are you guys going to win this all? Because like, how disappointing was WSOE? You make it all the way to the finals, and then you kind of fall apart a little bit. Is now the time?
I hope. I'm feeling really good. It's probably the best I've played ever since E-League. So definitely feeling the win here.
All right. Well, we are going to go to a commercial break, and congratulations once more there, Justin, out from NRG. Again, a commercial break, and when we come back, we have a European matchup between Flipside and Vitality.